We train athletes, speed, agility, weight training. We do that locally. We do camps and combine preparations where we teach kids what to expect, how to perform in these different events. We typically work in 6-week increments where we may be working on one facet. We have new kids who come, we just want to teach them the proper mechanics. That's more important than anything. You know, it'll be slowed down a little bit. That's not more so conditioning. That's more muscle memory, teaching them. Make sure that they're rotating at their shoulders, that they have quiet feet when they're jumping on plyometric boxes, different things of that nature, proper techniques, because that translates over. If you build a good foundation, it's easy to build upon that. So like right now, I have kids who've been with me for the last 2 years. Some of them are turning 14. We're going to start some weight training. You know, we'll bring out the bar, we'll bring out some other things and teach them proper technique, because as they segue to high school and they're thrown in a locker room, with boys in particular, that testosterone gets to flowing and guys want to just throw plates on the bar. Now injuries are prone. And that's another part of that first 6 weeks. We want to talk about building the foundation and also injury prevention, proper stretching techniques. We start off everything with dynamic warm-ups and we end with static stretching. So we want to make sure that they understand the difference and how they benefit. Even if they go to a program that doesn't do it, at least they'll have the right mindset that they could do it and prevent injuries and maximize their ability. We try to help the kids find that place where they felt that they couldn't go. For example, if it's doing 10 push-ups at a time, to within a couple weeks now we're doing 25 at a time, they begin to break those barriers, those mental blocks that wouldn't allow them to actually reach a little deeper. And it's more to it than just that athleticism. It's about that fortitude to be able to push and dig a little deeper. And once they find that they could do it mentally, typically that transcends over into the classroom and other areas. If it means that I'm getting a C on this test, I'm getting a B. If I could have studied 30 minutes longer, how many times have we all taken a test and you cannot remember, you know, the conjugation of that verb or whatever the case may be, but if you had just taken another 15 or 20 minutes longer, it would have kind of come together. So we kind of build that, and it builds confidence. You take those two things and you add it together. Once a kid is confident, if you're prepared and you're confident, that's a good thing. We have a vested interest in the kids, and when the kids know you care about them, that's what in turn you get. So when you look at an organization, don't just look at the facilities, the equipment that they have, the statistics that they throw out. Meet the people. Do they remind you of you? Would you want your kids around those people? And that's how you make the decision on where you go or who you deal with. H.B. Blades, a little bias there. He played at my alma mater, played at Pitt, 5 years with Washington Redskins. He's a defensive coordinator right now at Parkwood High School. Eugene Robinson is defensive back, played 16 years in the NFL, still involved in high school sports right now. Kevin Donnelly, offensive lineman, played 13 years in the NFL, most recently with the Carolina Panthers. He's their color analyst right now on one of their radio shows. We align ourselves with a number of different coaches. Todd Krieger played in the NFL. He works with a lot of youth developing kids. Donovan Dooley, he runs a program called Quarterback University out of Michigan, but right now he's in Indianapolis training guys for the NFL Combine. So a variety of different coaches. We typically find coaches in every position. We're probably about 3 deep. We do a number of events around the country. We try to get the best guys who do the best job working with the kids across the board. And believe it or not, we have guys who reach out and want to partner up with us, but at the same time, we're really particular that they serve the same brand value, character, belief system that we have as it relates to kids and the purpose of athletics. Football, baseball, basketball, these sports have all taught us valuable lessons that we're able to impart in our professional lives now, whether it be through teamwork, camaraderie, sportsmanship. Those different things come into play, and hopefully that we can continue to use it with the guys that we have. They're extensions of us, our vision, our mission. We are what the people want. We ask a lot of questions. We take a lot of feedback to heart. We're not perfect, but we try to take that feedback and apply what's going to be best for the kids in the long run. Right now, North Carolina is known as what? There's a ton of football talent, but You have basketball schools here. There's a lot of baseball going on, but there's a lot of good football here that I think just doesn't get the proper recognition. So we're hoping to implement programs that will help develop, nurture, train, compete, expose our kids on a national level. And Youth One Media is our youth media partner. They're based out of Montclair, New Jersey, and they're pretty much the ESPN of youth sports. I mean, and they'll do pre-articles, they'll do post-articles, different things of that nature to try to help get a little exposure to our kids, get them on lists and different things of that nature nationally. The more exposure we can get them, different events outside of their circle. I recommend, great high school programs, middle school programs, they have different opportunities locally, but you're still in that bubble. Step outside of the box. There are times where you could be the big fish in a small pond, but you get outside, it allows you to level set. You see that maybe I'm not as good as I think I am as it compares to other kids around the country, but that could be that motivating factor to change that kid's life to make him want to push and do better.